This is a supplementary reading for RivaWitch. Riva asks about leaving her current job due to health issues, which the job is not helping with, and the possibility of working at home. Riva, I would never undertake such a major decision as quitting my job or changing careers based solely on a tarot reading, regardless of how good the reading felt or who was doing it. Use your own intuition, your own knowledge, your own wisdom. Search out all the practical aspects of the choice to either stay where you are as far as employment or seek something else. Of course, you can always kind of do both. You can be seeking something else while you're continuing to work where you are. And then when you find some place to jump, then make your move so that you're not jumping out into nothingness and unemployment. But since you asked, I thought I would do a reading for you on the question. This is a different sort of spread. It's one that I've not used before. Robin Wood calls this the question yes-no reading. And it's not quite like flipping a coin and saying heads I do and tails I don't, which is sometimes better than sitting in indecision. Any kind of choice that you make to do or to not do, both choices have possible outcomes, possible consequences. So rather than looking at a yes or no answer, this spread looks into what might possibly happen if I chose yes, and what might possibly happen if I chose no. Okay, my first significator card is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a departure card, leaving your worries and troubles behind. I don't know if you can see the card well, but the picture is of a guy in a swan boat, and he's headed out into the water. It's rather calm water. There's a sort of ghostly figure standing behind, perhaps pulling the boat along, and he's headed out to a peaceful shore, and in the distance, right on the shoreline, there's a star. So this is departure, leaving your troubles behind, and the question is, what if I do, and what if I don't? Okay, what if I do? What if I leave the job? Yes. What if I don't leave the job? No. Okay, first let's look at the what if you say yes, the Fool. The Fool usually appears when you are about to embark on a new phase of your life. An unexpected opportunity appears out of the blue, or you're called upon to make a major decision that leads you down new paths. Wow. That is definitely what would happen if you decided to leave your present employment. Now, what if you don't? The no card is the Empress. This card has to do with female intuition, motherliness, fruitfulness, abundance, healing. So if you stay put, stay with your present job, then this card would indicate that your health may improve. Of course, you're going to have to do everything that you know to do as far as taking care of yourself, as the Empress is doing, to make sure that that is the case. So I think that this is a rather happy follow the cards, because either way you go, there seems to be a pretty positive outcome, or at least potentially there is a positive outcome. Now let's look at your second question about working from home. I've chosen the apprentice card as the significator. You see the young boy working hard to carve out the wooden pentacles, and he has several of them done. Maybe one here is an example of how it should look, and he's carving away. Don't know if he is in a shop, but I just have the feeling that this shop is in his home, that he actually lives there, maybe somewhere upstairs. So this is for the question working from the home. Okay, if I work from the home, yes, 7 of Wands. Or if I decide not to work from the home, no, the 3 of Cups. Okay, let's look at the cards. First, the yes card, the 7 of Wands, is the holding firm card. You see the man standing on high ground with his staff ready to defend against the other 6 staves that are coming up from beneath him. This has to do with success in a competitive undertaking, that keeping your ground, maintaining your position, and having the advantage in that position. I think that if you decide to work from home, you will definitely have to stand firm. It's not as easy as it sounds. I've tried it once and found that I really don't have enough self-discipline to go to work every day when I'm not actually going anywhere. And there are disadvantages of not having health insurance, not having retirement benefits. On the other hand, it can be a really opportunity. Now let's see what happens if you say no. The 3 of Cups is the celebration card, and I have a little bit of troubles figuring out how this one fits in, except to say that if you keep your job and are able to keep your health in this job, don't let it completely get to you and break you down, that it definitely is something to celebrate. You might consider looking for ways that you can celebrate your job. I know that this is kind of pop psychology, but sort of count your blessings. Well, it may be a crappy, stressful job, but at least I've got a job, which is more than a lot of people these days have. Look at things that are positive about your job. You can probably count lots and lots of negative things, but surely there is something positive about your job, something that is in some way rewarding other than just the paycheck. I don't know that this helped or not. Give me a personal message or a comment back. It came out quite differently than I was expecting. I was really expecting and hoping for a definitive, one of them would be really good looking and one of them would be just a total nightmare, and that would maybe tell you that yes, I should do this, or no, I shouldn't do this. But it seems that there are possible good outcomes in both directions. So I guess this is a good thing. You can't go wrong no matter which you do. But do use your good sense, your wisdom, your judgment, the advice of trusted friends, and the very best of luck in whatever you choose to do. Till next reading, Dancing Rabbit, wishing all of you peace.